what that's all about if you haven't done this before, but a solemn exit. Let us stand.
Jesus entered Jerusalem, and the whole city was moved. He went into the temple. The blind and the lame came to meet him, and he healed them. Joyous people shouted,
"Hosanna to the Son of David."
Some asked, "Who is this?" And the multitude replied,
"This is Jesus, the prophet of Nazareth of Galilee. Hosanna to the Son of David."
He threw out the merchants, overturned the tables of the money changers, and toppled the stalls of pigeon dealers and dove sellers.
"My house shall be called a house of prayer, but you have made it into a den of thieves. Woe to you who seem righteous on the outside, but on the inside are full of sin. I was hungry, and you gave me no meat, thirsty, and you gave me no drink. I was a stranger, and you did not take me in, naked, and you did not clothe me. I was sick and in prison, and you did not visit me."
Observing these things were the chief priests, scribes, and elders, who were afraid that Jesus would undermine their power. They met together in the palace of Caiaphas, the high priest, so that they could plan Jesus' arrest and plot his death. Jesus, aware of their scheming, began to warn his disciples.
"As you know, the Passover is 2 days away, and the Son of Man will be handed over to be crucified."
Even though danger loomed in the chambers of the authorities, Jesus continued to visit those he knew. While Jesus was eating at the home of Simon the leper, when all the guests were laying back beside the table, a woman came forward holding a lovely alabaster jar filled with expensive perfume. Gently, she poured it on Jesus' head.
Follow little to fear. Hopes seem to fade, heaven seems far, hell seems so near. Here with our faith stretched to the full, put to the test, you calmly talk, then kneel to pray, then take your rest.
When the disciples saw this extravagant display of affection, they were incensed.
Why such waste?
That perfume, it could have been sold at a high price.
And the money given to the poor.
Why are you bothering her? She has done a beautiful thing. The poor will always be with us, but you will not always have me. When she poured the perfume on me, she was preparing my body for burial.
Soon thereafter, Judas Iscariot found an opportunity to meet with the chief priests.
What are you willing to pay me if I hand Jesus over to you?
The priest counted out 30 silver coins, and from then on, Judas looked for a chance to place Jesus in their hands.
When the first day of Passover arrived, the disciples, being visitors in the city, grew anxious.
Lord, where should we have the Passover meal?
In the city, you will find a man carrying a water jar. Follow him to whatever house he goes. When you meet the owner, say, "The teacher asks, 'Where is the guest room where my disciples and I may eat the Passover meal?' The owner will show you a large room upstairs, furnished and ready. Make plans at that place."
The disciples did as Jesus asked. That evening, during supper, Jesus got up from the table, took off his outer robe, and tied a towel around himself. He poured water into a basin and began to wash the disciples' feet and to wipe them with the towel. But Peter exclaimed,
"Lord, you would wash my feet? You will never wash my feet."
"Unless I wash you, you have no share in me. So if I, your Lord and teacher, have washed your feet, you also ought to wash one another's feet."
"Then, Lord, not my feet only, but my hands and head too."
"One who is bathed is entirely clean and does not need to wash except for the feet."
Jesus took the towel and he girded himself, and he washed my feet. Yes, he washed washed my feet. Jesus took the basin and he knelt himself down, and he washed, yes, he washed my feet. The heavens are the Lord's and the earth is his. The clouds are his chariot, glory is flow. He made the mountains at the limits of the sea, and he stooped and washed my feet. Jesus took a towel and he girded himself, and he washed my feet, yes, he washed my feet. Jesus took a basin and he knelt himself down, and he washed, yes, he washed my feet. The hour had come, the feast was near. Jesus loved his own, loved them to the end. Oh Lord, let me see, let me understand why you stooped and washed my feet. Jesus took a towel and he girded himself, and he washed my feet, yes, he washed my feet. Jesus took a basin and he knelt himself down, and he washed, yes, he washed my feet.
And now, my disciples, you are clean, though not all of you.
He said this because he knew who was to betray him. For this reason he said, "Not all of you are clean."
Truly, I tell you, one of you will betray me, one of the 12 who is eating with me.
While they were eating, Jesus took bread, gave thanks, and broke it, and gave it to his disciples, saying,
Take and eat. This is my body, which is given for you.
Then he took the cup, gave thanks, and offered it to them, saying,
This is my blood of the covenant, which is poured out for many for the forgiveness of sins.
A new commandment I give to you.
Love one another. As I have loved you, so you must love one another.
When they had sung a hymn, they went out to the Mount of Olives, and Jesus said to them,
Sit here while I go over there and pray.
He took Peter and the 2 sons of Zebedee along with him, and Jesus began to be sorrowful and troubled.
My soul is overwhelmed with sorrow to the point of death. Stay here and keep watch with me.
Going a little farther, Jesus fell with his face to the ground and prayed,
Father, I put my life in your hands. Father, I put my life in your hands. You, O Father, are my refuge. Rescue me, because you are just. Into your hands I commend my soul. Save me, save me. Father, Father, I put my life in your hands. Father, I put my life in your hands. Father, I put my life in your hands.
Then he returned to his disciples and found them sleeping. He asked Peter,
Couldn't you men keep watch with me for 1 hour? Watch and pray, so that you will not fall into temptation. The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak.
Jesus went away a second time and prayed,
Father, by my foes I am hated. People laugh at me. Everyone runs away from me. Guard me from those who wish me harm.
When he came back, Jesus found them sleeping again. So he left them and prayed for the third time.
Father, grant that I may give witness to you. Restore your faithful one to life. Save me through your compassion and love. You are my strength forever. Oh, Papa, Daddy, hold me.
Then Jesus returned to the disciples.
Wake up! Look, the hour is near, and the Son of Man is put into the hands of sinners. Get up! Here comes my betrayer.
While Jesus was still speaking, Judas arrived. With him was a large crowd sent from the chief priests, armed with swords and clubs. Judas had arranged a signal with them.
The one I kiss is the man. Arrest him.
Judas gave Jesus a kiss and said,
Greetings, Rabbi.
Then men in the crowd stepped forward, seized Jesus, and arrested him. Peter reached for his sword, drew it, and struck the servant of the high priest, cutting off his ear. Jesus touched the servant's ear and healed him, saying,
Put your sword back in its place, for all who draw the sword will die by the sword. Am I leading a rebellion that you have come out with swords and clubs to capture me? Every day I sat in the temple courts teaching, and you did not arrest me. But this has all taken place that the writings of the prophets might be fulfilled.
Then all of the disciples deserted him and fled.
When we are tempted to betray your Son, because he leads us in a harder way, and makes demands we do not want to pay, your will, O God, be done.
Jesus was taken to Caiaphas, the high priest, where the teachers of the law and elders had assembled. But Peter followed him at a distance, right up to the courtyard of the high priest. He went in and sat down with the guards to see the outcome. The chief priests and the whole Sanhedrin were looking for false evidence against Jesus, so that they could put him to death. But they did not find any, though many false witnesses came forward.
This fellow said, I am able to destroy the temple of God and rebuild it in 3 days.
You are not going to answer? What is this testimony that these men are bringing against you?
But Jesus remained silent.
I charge you under oath by the living God. Tell us if you are the Christ, the Son of God.
Yes, it is as you say. I say to all of you, in the future, you will see the Son of Man sitting at the right hand of the Mighty One and coming on the clouds of heaven.
At that, the high priest tore his clothes and said,
He has spoken blasphemy. Why do we need any other witnesses? He is worthy of death.
Then they spit in his face and struck him with their fists. Others slapped him and said,
Prophesy to us, Christ.
Now Peter was sitting out in the courtyard, and a servant girl came to him.
You were also with Jesus of Galilee.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Then he went out to the gateway, where another girl saw him.
This man was with Jesus of Nazareth.
I swear, I don't know the man.
After a little while, bystanders came up to him.
Certainly you are one of them. Your accent gives you away.
Curse me if I'm lying. I do not know the man.
Peter went outside and wept bitterly. Early in the morning, all the chief priests and the elders decided to put Jesus to death. They bound him and led him away and handed him over to Pilate, the governor.
When Judas saw what had happened, he was filled with remorse and returned the 30 silver coins to the chief priests and the elders, saying,
I have sinned. I have betrayed innocent blood.
What do we care? They replied. That is your responsibility.
So Judas threw the money into the temple and went away to hang himself.
Meanwhile, Jesus stood before Pilate, the governor, who asked him,
Are you the king of the Jews?
Yes, it is as you say.
Don't you hear how many things they are accusing you of?
To the great amazement of Pilate, Jesus made no reply, not even to a single charge. Now at the time of the feast, it was Pilate's custom to release a prisoner chosen by the crowd. That day they were holding a notorious prisoner called Barabbas. When the crowd had gathered, Pilate asked them,
Which one do you want me to release to you? Barabbas or Jesus, who is called Christ?
While Pilate was sitting on the judge's seat, his wife sent him a message.
Don't have anything to do with that innocent man, Jesus, for I have had a terrible dream because of him.
But Pilate did not listen.
Which of the two do you want me to release to you?
Barabbas.
What should I do then with Jesus, who is called the Christ?
Crucify him.
What crime has he committed?
Crucify him.
When Pilate saw that he was getting nowhere, but that instead an uproar was starting, he took water and washed his hands in front of the crowd.
I am innocent of this man's blood. It is your responsibility. Let his blood be on us and on our children.
Pilate released Barabbas to them, but he had Jesus flogged and handed him over to be crucified.
Pilate's soldiers took Jesus to the praetorium and gathered the whole company of soldiers around him. They stripped him and put a scarlet robe on him, and then wove a crown of thorns and set it on his head. They put a staff in his right hand and knelt in front of him and mocked him. "Hail, King of the Jews!" they said. They spit on him and took a staff and struck him on the head again and again. After they had mocked him, they took off the robe and put his own clothes on him. Then they led him away to be crucified. Jesus could barely walk, let alone carry the cross. The soldiers conscripted a man from Cyrene named Simon and forced him to carry the cross behind Jesus.
Strong arms, strong back, strong enough for a cross?
Your arms are strong. They have cradled children.
They have broken bread and served it to your friends.
They have prepared a meal for countless empty bellies.
They have stretched to touch and raise and heal.
Your back is strong. It has carried many cares.
It has bent to stroke 1,000 fevered brows and stooped to wash the dirt from dusty feet.
It has borne the weight of too much expectation. Strong arms, strong back. Strong enough for a cross? The soldiers kept watch over him. Above his head they placed the written charge, "This is Jesus, the King of the Jews." Those who passed by threw insults at him, shaking their heads.
You who are going to destroy the temple and build it in 3 days, save yourself.
Come down from the cross if you are the Son of God.
He saved others, but he cannot save himself.
If he's the real King of Israel, let him come down now from the cross, and we will believe in him.
Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they do.
2 robbers were crucified with him, one on his left and one on his right. One who hung there hurled insults at Jesus, but the other criminal rebuked him.
Don't you fear God? We are punished justly, for we are getting what our deeds deserve. But this man has done nothing wrong. Jesus, remember me when you come into your kingdom.
I tell you the truth. Today you will be with me in paradise.
Well, 3 men were hanging on those crosses on the hill, 2 thieves and a prophet doing his Father's will. The man on the middle cross was guilty of no crime, but being at the right place at the right time. The crowds had all gathered to see the man they called the King, wearing a crown of thorns. It was something to be seen. The pain we can't imagine, only wishing it was through. But even then he said, "Forgive them, for they know not what they do." One of the thieves heard those words, and he began to understand. He said, "Please remember me when you reach that golden land." And Jesus said, "This I promise, and soon you will see that today you will be in paradise with me." And then the sun stopped its shining, darkness covered all the land. And Jesus said, "My dear Father, I put my spirit in your hand." Some thought that was the ending, but in truth it's just begun, because the man on the middle cross was the Father's Son. Well, that thief made it up to heaven with St. Peter at the gate. And Peter said, "There's some confusion here, but we're trying to get this straight." The man said, "I know I don't deserve it. It's not the way it's usually done." But the man on the middle cross said that I could come. Well, there's nothing I can say, nothing I can do that could ever be sufficient to earn my way through.
if it was just left up to me. You know I would be done, but the man on the middle cross said that I could come. So there's an open invitation to anyone who will believe. The cards are on the table, there's no tricks up his sleeve. Could it really be so simple when it's all said and done, that the man on the middle cross said that we could come? Yes, the man on the middle cross said we all can come.
It was now about noon, and darkness came over the whole land until 3 p.m. As the sun's light failed, Jesus cried out,
Eloi, Eloi, lama sabachthani. My God, why have you forsaken me?
What have we done?
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 Sanzenina.
Immediately, one of them ran and got a sponge. He filled it with wine vinegar, put it on a stick, and offered it to Jesus to drink. But the rest said,
Leave him alone. Let's see if Elijah comes to save him.
When Jesus had received the drink, he cried out again in a loud voice,
Father, into your hands I commit my spirit.
Some
much wrong and so much injustice, so you shouldered a wooden cross. Now like you, my best dreams are shattered. All I know is the weight of loss. My beloved, tell me where can you be found? You drank deep of the cup of suffering, and your death is our holy crown.
When he had said this, he breathed his last. At that moment, the earth shook and the rocks split, and the curtain of the temple was torn into two from top to bottom. When the centurion and those with him who were guarding Jesus saw the earthquake and all that had happened, they were terrified and exclaimed,
fine song, no impressive music can attempt to relieve my heart. For this hour I am called to grieving, lest no other will take this part. My beloved, tell me where can you be found? You drank deep of the cup of suffering, and your death is our holy ground.